Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Today I'm testing a KS5 kick scooter. This here is a $700 bad boy right here. Goes about 19 miles per hour, 25 miles of range. Now this is more of a budget buy. It's a nice budget buy, I'll say it. You might have noticed my P1 Pro over here. Now this thing is a really cool scooter, but it's like $2,500 and I get that that's a lot. So if you want to go somewhere within 25 miles, that's a long ways to go in the city, you know? You can buy something just like this for $700, shipped straight to your door. So today I'm gonna unbox this and I'm gonna show you guys around the KS5 scooter. So let's get this thing unboxed and just get straight to it. Well, here it is. It's actually far more impressive than I was originally expecting. Not saying I didn't have high expectations for it. I'm just saying it's a lot nicer once you see it in person. The wheels are actually pretty dang big. They're bigger than the freaking P1 Pro's wheels. Goodness gracious. It's got some pretty decent parts on it. Goodness gracious. Let's get it all the way out. I'm excited to ride this thing, dude. So here it is, the KS5 electric scooter. I'm definitely excited to test this thing out. I'm gonna charge it first. Here's the charger for the KS5. Oh, and something I forgot to mention to you guys is apparently this has fast charging. I don't know exactly what that means, if it's actually like an actual fast charger or if it only takes 5 hours to charge. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but it only does take 5 hours to charge. So you could ride this thing around in the morning, charge it in the afternoon, and have a full battery by the time you ride it again in the evening. We'll see how it actually rides, how many miles we get out of it, but first let's get this thing charged up and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.
Gonna give it to you.
All right, it's all charged up. Get this thing out of here and take it for a spin. This thing actually is not bad. See, like, I'm used to the P1 Pro that has a dual motor. I wasn't expecting much for a single motor, but this actually is not bad. All right, I'm gonna do a launch real quick. It seems like this scooter doesn't go if it's just at a standstill. You actually have to kind of kick off first. .2 on that little strip. So 18.6, their estimated top speed is accurate. So there we go. Not too bad. All right, so first impressions, as far as power goes, for $700, I don't think you could beat that. I really don't think you could beat that. So I think the only test I need to run on it is the full range test. So I feel like I should head out, do my normal coffee shop route, and see how that thing does. Also, just to confirm, this was in sport mode. It has like a walk mode, a drive mode, which limits you to like, I don't know, 12 miles per hour, 10 miles per hour. And then sport, which gets you about 18.6, so. All right, riding the Yadea KS5 electric scooter. I am actually headed over to Lord Kurt's house right now. I am actually gonna give this thing to him. He's got a baby, dude. You guys know I mentioned in the last video. So I'm currently maxed out. I already rode this thing like 8 miles. This is technically from the future. I charged it up again. And so I'm gonna give it to Lord Kurt right now. And but yeah, so I'm super comfortable on this thing and doesn't feel sketchy at all. Pretty predictable where it's going, and it's super easy to maneuver and everything. It's decently quick for $700. It's no slouch, but I think it is electronically limited at 30 kilometers per hour. Right, full throttle. Let's get this thing. Climbing a hill. Oh, I will say it doesn't do bad climbing hills. I went to the normal coffee shop route that I always do, and it's mostly flat terrain like it is right here. But there are, on the bike trail, there's actual tunnels that kind of go down, and so they have
big gradual slopes. And this thing actually pulled right over them. Not too bad. You can feel it slow down a little bit, but it pulled right over them. Now, I got sent so many awesome products to review and stuff that I have like basically the Lamborghinis of electric scooters and e-bikes and stuff. So I wasn't really in the market for this kind of thing, but I figured I'd do it for $700. I wanted to see what the most average scooter would be like. And this is it. This is actually, for a budget scooter, I really like it. I mean, I can absolutely see myself mobbing around the town, especially with like friends and stuff. Like, this thing would be a blast to just ride around. All right, let's get this. And I will say, I think I said in the beginning of the video, actually, let me, oh, that's cool. Did you guys see that? That was like it has like a regen meter. Look at that. That's pretty cool. All right, I think I said in the beginning of the video that it had front and rear suspension. I think it just has front suspension. But that does a great job. The rear does not feel clunky at all. It feels, I mean, it feels just as good as the P1 Pro. And again, that's like $2,500 for that thing. And so just the overall ride quality of this thing is not bad. It's just a chill, I mean, it's the evening right now, and it's just a chill ride over to Lord Kurt's house. You know, that's kind of what this thing was designed for. I also will say I love the minimalist design. This is, again, like the Bird scooter, except a little bit more tricked out. And I love the minimalist design. All right, let's get this bread, dude.
All right, so we made it back home, and we are currently sitting at 2 bars. I will say I only went about 8 miles on this ride, so I think they must have estimated the 25-mile range on drive mode. I don't think that they were in sport at full throttle the entire way, because and again, I'm only sitting at half bars, but I realistically would probably only get 4 more miles out of this at the charge that it's giving. So let's just say I got about 12 miles from dead to full on sport mode, completely full throttle the entire way. So take that as you will, but still, this thing is an insanely fun scooter. For $700, I don't know if you could get again, I haven't tried a whole lot of $700 scooters. I tried one from Amazon, but it was complete crap, and that was more expensive than this one. So I think for $700, this actually is not too bad of a value. All right, well, that's the Yadea KS5 electric kick scooter. For $700, I don't think it's a bad value. It's a pretty quick scooter. It's very comparable in my mind to the Bird scooters, where you're literally just zipping around town on it, just getting from here to there. And in my opinion, it's one of the better looking scooters out there. It's got some actually pretty nice high quality components to it. Even the bell is one of those nice like little clicky ones. You don't like flick it, you just kind of click it. And even the headlight's a projector bulb as opposed to just some crappy little LED like bike light. In my opinion, for the components you get on this thing and the specs you get on it, they're pretty good for the price range. I think the overall style of this one can't be beat for the price range. I personally love it. It's a great little scooter. I mean, it's not the P1 Pro, but then again, you're not paying $2,500 for it. This is $700. So if you need to zip around town, like this will do it for you. And it's electric. It's pretty much free to operate. In my opinion, you can't beat that. So there you guys have it. I never did figure out what this was. It feels like it's just a spring-driven thing. Like, I don't think it's an electric component, but I think this is just to hold your groceries or something. I don't know. I don't even know what that is.
So that he can carry it by the hand.
Oh my gosh. Hey, did you enjoy the video? I really hope you did. If you guys could just drop me one of these, that would be really helpful. That would probably make my day if you could do that. So, all right. Here in my garage with my KS5 kick scooter. It's really fun to drive around here in the Hollywood Hills. But you want to know what I like a whole lot more than materialistic things? Knowledge. See, I'm way more proud of these 7 new bookshelves that I had installed to hold the 2,000 new books that I bought.